What's up, internet? So I had this little oven for a while, and hold on, I got this here. It's got one little. There you go. And I am enjoying my potatoes. They're tasty. They're a little undercooked. The small ones are perfectly cooked. The big ones are like a little hard in the center, but they're like undercooked by like a minute, so it's like still edible. Undercooked potatoes are gross. Lightly undercooked potatoes are still edible. Overcooked potatoes become like mash and then dry. They get weird. I love it though. So tasty. Like yeah. Yeah, I had this little oven for a while. It's like this wood stove. And I just like didn't use it. I just didn't use it. It was just like folded up in the bag. And then recently I'm like, now it's time. And so I tried with some pasta and it worked. It like boiled my water, I had a full meal, and so now I'm like, I got potatoes, I got rice, I got more pasta, right? And I'm like, this is it, this is it. So yeah, I just in cheapified. It's a little tough because I have to scrounge some wood, but like pine cones are great. Pine cones fit right in there and they burn pretty hot. And it's like the ash will turn itself to cinders to the point that the bottom is empty. It's really cool. The flames will go out, but the embers will stay cooking until the bottom's like completely cleared. There's nothing in the bottom, which is interesting. It's got like a monster mouth, which I like. The metal turns rainbowy colors when I use it. But yeah, this is first potatoes I've cooked in like over 6 months. It's pretty tasty. So yeah, this is going to be my new standard from now on. Wood stove, yeah. Maybe, nah, I could get a metal folding table. That's just so much though. Yeah. It's kind of on the ground. It'd be nice to have like a bench or a table I could put it on, but it's going to cause more mess and take up more room. Yeah, I'm fine with it being on the ground. I can like bend over and stick shit in it. Yeah, it's like one whole load of wood isn't quite enough to get it boiled. So it's like I need to like light it, let the wood burn down, and then fill it up one more time. And then that's about enough to boil a full pot of water. Full pot of water this size. So this was clean a few days ago. It's never been used, but this, like, look at this. Fingers clear. I'm rubbing the bottom. Oh no, it got a little sooty, my bad. I did rub it off before and it wasn't sooty at all. I like could touch it. I just go up to some grass and rub it back and forth. Never mind, it's a little sooty. But yeah, this is like the best, cheapest meal. I'm not paying rent. I'm not paying electricity. When I fill up my fuel tank, it's like $30. When I'm like lower than a quarter and I fill it up, yeah, it's like $30 to max. Which is cool. So, yup. Electrical's been weird, but I might just have to replace the battery. Electrical's way weird. It like flickers at random times. It's not a wire because going over a bounce doesn't do anything. Bouncing around won't affect it. If it was like a loose wire, bouncing on the road would definitely affect it, but it doesn't. It's like random. It's really weird. Yeah, if this thing dies, the best thing I would love to get would be like a brand new F350. Yeah, brand new F350 with no windows. I love these windows for the view, don't get me wrong, but if I only sleep in there, we're better off to have it all black. Yeah, all blacked out. So that's my learn is I got this cheap, you know. And is to do it in an all blacked out F350. Cause like this has a high roof, but I don't stand up. You know, I can definitely stand like if I want to walk around and get out, you know, I can handle that. So yeah, I think the next thing I'm going to do, if I don't get, I put in a magic spell for my Dreamland and Dream Home. Yeah. Put in a magic spell for that. What up, bird? I should buy some land and just freaking move a Connex on it. Connex covered in solar. Get me a good hole digger, build an outhouse. What, bird? You want some more pizza? I don't have any more pizza. Shut up. Weirdo. He is a weirdo. What are you telling them? Huh? Fucking idiot bird. They got tiny ass brains. They got tiny ass brains. People say they remember faces. There was a site I was at covered in deer corpses. And when I got there, I'd never seen it like that before. I was like, dang, someone hunted it up. And so, but when the birds saw me there, they came up and they were plucking their feathers out and leaving them as offerings. I still got them. But the thing is, they thought I made the corpses. They thought I made all the deers. They couldn't tell the difference between the dude who shot all the deer and me. They thought I did it. They're like, here we go, round 2. That's what it was. They're like, can't wait for more of these deer corpses. And I didn't shoot any. And then they like, I could tell they were like weird. They're like, huh, something's not right. Yeah. They're not that smart. They go like, they can recognize faces. Not really. Yeah, someone else said they can communicate amongst themselves. Not really. They're pretty dumb. Crows, yeah, they're pretty fucking dumb. Pretty dumb birds. So. I used too much butter. Got this whole pool of butter at the bottom of the thing. Yeah, I love it. Cooking my own potatoes. $5 oven. Oh yeah. Potatoes are cheap. The best like value for your money you can do is like rice, pasta, and potatoes. Those are the ones that's like food that'll keep you alive. It's really cheap. Just costs a couple dollars. Yeah. Pre-made pasta, you'll get 1/4 as much and pay twice as much. Not bad. That's tasty. Dude, stop squawking. Fucking bird. Dude, I got a gun. I will shoot you. Now he fucking laughs and leaves. Yeah, fuck off, dude. Who are you talking to? I can hear you. Annoying ass buzzard. He kind of left. So yeah, what else is going on? I did the jars. I got a lot of the jars fixed up and done last night. Honestly, I did like a curse, attack, destroy on my enemies. Yeah, and there's a bunch of people who were like public figures who've like fallen recently. They've had a hard fall, so hey, I didn't mention you by name. I didn't say you were my enemy. But if you think that or say that, then hey, it's that's so good. Butter, I boiled them with spring onions. And then I put on like a good garlic seasoning. I mean, if I wanted to save even more money, I would get my own garlic. Just get the garlic clove and cut it up. If you don't cut your nails will go through all the vegetables. You just peel them with your nails. Peel them and chop them. So yeah. Wood stove. Always be careful with it, because like if you're doing this on like pine needles or thistles or whatever, the shit around it will catch fire. But like I put that out with a little squirt gun. I got a tiny squirt gun. Yeah, that puts it out at range. Like it'll completely extinguish the flame. So let it burn a little black ring around it and then put it out, and then it won't be a problem again. So I definitely don't go to bed with any fire left. Like the fire is done smoking by the time I go to bed. It's out. So don't want to wake up with the forest ablaze, you know what I mean? Now the good news is that the smoke goes in the direction of the wind. So if there is a fire, the fire is going to move in the direction of the wind. And the wind will tell you ahead of time that a fire is coming. So you do got time. What, bird? What do you... Did you like the pizza? I threw it there yesterday and they just found it this morning. It was there all night. No one got it. So I'm carrying off a fucking pizza crust earlier. I guess that's how they thank you. They show up and give you a little talk. That's tasty. That's tasty. Nothing like homemade. Nothing like homemade. Ain't homegrown. That would be better. I probably put a little bit too much spring onion in there. It's a little oniony. But pretty good. Definitely put too much butter in there. I got a pool of butter at the bottom, which is not necessary. So yeah, it's this tiny like $5 wood stove. It might be a little bit more than that, but I remember I got it for like $5, I think. Boils this pot. Don't gotta pay electricity. I do have to lug out my own water, so that's a little something. This thing is like 1 liter tops. So if you got a gallon, you can do that 3 times with one of those gallons. So anytime you figure out you're drinking water, you need to figure out how many meals you're going to use the boiler. I'm kind of turned off from eating eggs after I saw what happened to the baby chicks. I used to think eggs were fine, but they literally put the male chicks into a grinder, and I'm like, man, the life of a boy is tough. The happiest boy on earth is the alpha male. He gets all the women. Every other boy is a cuck. He finally won, right? He got it. Every other boy suffers. And I don't know if the women like alpha males. Because if you're a woman and you got an alpha male, that means you're going to be spending most of your time with other women or children. You're not going to be like at the alpha side as his wife. Right? You're going to be in the harem. So like, it is like the problem with alpha is that like there's people like myself who could dominate, stomp, and stuff other people, and I won't. I will literally hold my tongue and mind my business and let people live their lives and not try to like put my influence into their world. Now I get mad sometimes, like I've been talking mad shit about like Asmongold and Maru and Moist Critical, because I know that pay to win cesspool is fucking fake as fuck. I would hate them no matter who they were. Like I kind of like Asmongold because he admits he's a liar. And he admits that it's like, if you're going to pay them to see your stuff, you may as well absolutely shitpost. May as well make it fucking horrible. Mm. Yeah, those people, like, whenever they quote, like, this is what constitutes sexual assault. I'm like, you're the people who thinks a man is a woman. You're insane. You don't care about definitions when it doesn't suit you. Yeah. Like, you can go for a kiss. If you're unsure of the situation or you want to seem manly, yeah, you could make a move. She tells you no one tries to make you stop, you should stop. That's the difference between, like, I made a mistake and a sexual assault. A sexual assault, she tells you to stop, you're not going to care. You're going to keep going anyway. She kicks and screams, you just hold her down and beat her. That's a sexual assault. But, like, you go for a move and she rejects you, you made a move and you got rejected, right? Did you, like, learn from that and carry on? You know what I mean? Did you go, oh, my bad, I misunderstood what was happening, my fault, you know? That's different. That's not a sexual assault. That's just a mishap that can happen. You know, one time I was in San Francisco and I was about to get in an elevator, and these two cute girls went running out of the elevator laughing before I got in, and it smelled like shit in there. They fucking lit a bomb. I'm not gonna say they did a chemical attack. I'm not going to be like they gassed me. They obviously had the right to fart and they didn't know I'd be coming on, and, you know, but they didn't apologize either. I don't feel like it's like I got attacked. You know what I mean? It was a mistake / mishap. It wasn't like they planned it. You know what I mean? So yeah, you think a girl likes you, you think you're going to go for a move and she's going to be into you. And you find out you were wrong. Because you can find out you're right. That's the other thing, is there's times you go for a move and she's like, yes, right? You can go for a move and find out you were wrong. And your job is to be like, oh, my bad. You know, it doesn't mean that it's not a sexual assault. Now, if she says no and tries to get away and you stop her, yeah, that's a sexual assault. That's a sexual assault. But yeah, it's like, it all matters with that, because people make mistakes. It's like every car accident that's ever happened hasn't always been the driver's fault. Sometimes it's like, yeah, something happened you couldn't control and it was just not your fault. Like, I liked her, she didn't like me, it wasn't my fault. I did what I had to do. Like, the problem with people is they go like, well, you should talk about it. Those people are on the end of a legal leash that they can't even see. Right? They don't even get people like me. People who follow the rules too much literally can't see my art. It doesn't make any sense to them. They don't get it. So yeah. Anyway, we were talking about potatoes. Yeah, I've been making fun of Emery. She's like wearing glasses but not looking through them. She puts on glasses for stream and then doesn't look through them. She doesn't need them. She's talking about how much she's been crying while she's wearing makeup and eyelash extensions. She's got fake eyelashes in and makeup, and she's like talking about how much she's been crying. I'm like, really? Because I don't get that from you. Yeah, Emery's out there for attention. That's the people who pay for views. Like, I'll make this video. If somebody sees it and watches it, I'll consider them like unique and awesome, right? And I'm leaving my thoughts for history, but like, I'm not forcing it out there on anyone. I'm not going to pay anyone. I'm not going to go behind the scenes to give anyone any money so they see it, which she does, right? So, yeah. Fucking rich people business. But the guy who did it to her, I don't know anything about him. He doesn't seem like that cool anyway. I'm not defending him because he's a guy. I don't think he would defend me. But I'm just saying, it's not like she was like home alone with a locked door and someone broke in. She's like opening and inviting herself to these circumstances. If she didn't pay for views at all and she was a small, humble streamer with like dedicated fans, like most of them are honest. There's a lot of girls cuter than Emery. A lot of girls cuter than Emery. But I don't know if there's girls richer than Emery, which is why we all know her. Here she is, Miss Drama Queen. I win again. Yeah. Yeah, that love stuff is about babies. It is. Who are you going to breed with? Who do you want your kids to look like? You know, don't love women. Don't fall in love with girls. You're an idiot. Yeah, don't fall in love with girls. Half of them are men anyway. Fall in love with who you want your kids to look like. Dating on the blind is hard. It's way easier if you know people who know everyone. They know everyone's family history, health problems, debts, anything like that. They know it all. Like some of those people, like Michael Jackson died in debt. Some of those people get famous by like cartel loans and stuff like that. They know that they have to be seen by hundreds of thousands of people, so they'll go to whoever's lending the money and then try to make it back with like a deal or whatever. To me, it looks like chaos. To me, it looks like they're all fake, and if you have no views, they think you're nobody. And if you have high views, they think you're somebody. And concurrently, they're all fake. Now they're like, that's kind of mentioned in like Bhagavad Gita karma. People who lie become susceptible to the lies they tell. So you may get away with a lie, but you're going to meet people who lie just like you do, and you're going to get fooled by it. So those are good potatoes. I guess they're baby potatoes. Is that pedo-y? Eating baby potatoes? No, I got the baby potatoes because I didn't know how they'd fit. It's like I don't really get how big my pot is, so I'm going to do the smallest ones. And I don't really get how long I have to cook them, so I don't want to accidentally not cook them thoroughly enough. So, yeah. No, it's good. That little stove and this little pot, oh man. No electricity. I don't need to buy pre-made. I can get it fresh from the grocery store, fresh. I bought apple cider, though. It's gross. Tastes like plastic. Ugh. I'm going to pour it out. I should pour all the, that's what I'll do. I'll pour the rest of the sunflower seeds out for the critters. And then I'll pour the apple cider right on top of it. Give them a weird treat. See if they like it. Damn. Anyway. I'm eating good today. Yeah. I've struggled to get the little stove lit though. Mainly because it's really windy right now. So I had to use the charcoal lighter to cheat. The charcoal lighter is so easy. Like I had a bed of paper down, and then I had a bed of pine needles, and then I had some sticks on top of that, and I lit it and it just went out, it went out, it went out. And then I just like I gave it a good squirt with the charcoal lighter. And then it lit. And then it just burned up. But still, it took like 3 or 4 loads to get it boiled. So it's a little labor intensive. It's definitely better than propane. At least I'm not going through a tank of propane every couple of weeks. It's just like pine cones. Pine cones are free. The mountain of pine cones. That's perfect. Boil my food. Yeah, I'm digging it. Now, I get the farm animal dewormer and I take that shit. I'm not a doctor. I don't know if that's good for you. I don't know if they poisoned it for people. I don't know if it's safe, but I do that. I take like the tapeworm dewormer, fenbendazole, ivermectin, however you say that. Yeah, I take them all. It's kind of helped my health. It has. It's like changed my poo consistency. My poo is wetter, which I noticed. It's like, it's definitely like got less like dryness to it. It's a lot more just like one big wet piece. So gross. Yeah, the parasites are real. Like all these animals in nature are riddled with parasites. It's basically like life is pure hell. You know, it's like wander, eat, graze, mate, run in danger, and the whole time something's in you eating you. It's like, geez, dude, I have to eat to live, fight to survive, fight to breed. And then there's the microbe world is taking victims. Jeez, dude. And the whole place could burn down. Yeah, it's like, the fuck you doing, man? This is hard. I hope that's what this place is. I literally, this is what I hope happened. I hope my last lifetime was so easy and so great and so full of everything that I wanted that I was like, Lord, give me the hard one. Oh, I want to be poor. I've been rich. I want to see what poor is, you know. I want to feel suffering. Why? Because it's like I had it too good, and then I came here and I was like, oh gosh, this is awful. So yeah, that's what all my jars are about, is give me a nice life. Just give me a nice life. Want it easy. I'll happily take an eternal pleasure body with like an AI spaceship mansion. That would be awesome. Something that can make me slaves. That would be awesome. Sorry, slaves. But yeah. Way better than circumcising boys and abducting girls for private harems. Yeah, just make the... Anyway. Potato. Potato was good. Yeah. Little stove is way better than over an open fire. Way better than over an open fire. That shit's challenging. You gotta have like a tripod, hang it just right, keep the fire going. Takes forever. Get a little stove. It's a little too salty. A few of those seasonings have salt in them, and I guess the butter's salted as well. It's a little too salty. But hey, I learned. I'm gonna take a nap. Maybe. I may have to jump my car. It was doing some weird shit. I turned the power off and it was shorting out on me, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Whenever it does that, if I jump it, it turns on immediately. So it's like the battery. There's something wrong with this battery. It might just be old. It doesn't die, but it does like handle charge discharge weird, like chunky. Yeah, like not all at once. So yeah. I tried playing more Octopath Traveler 2 last night. I went in and one of the casties, level 26 mission. I got her to level 26 and then I went and started it. And they kind of just give you to the boss. Normally you have an area to like train and look for loot. And this time they just give you right to the boss. And the boss kicked my ass. Like, it wasn't even close. So I've got to like train up. So yeah, Octopath Traveler 2 had a strong beginning. It kind of has a weak middle, and allegedly the end is like one big plot where all the characters come together. But yeah, imagine that. You have to like, you basically have to do all the characters' main quests on the map, and then you unlock like the Unity path. And it can take like many levels. We're talking like 50 levels to get there. So yeah, it's kind of cool. It's a lot of greed, you know, it's a lot of treachery. A lot of good people and then like liars. The game has a strong influence of like greedy liars. Yeah, they're definitely the villain usually. So that's a little naive. Like this character Agni is like, I want to fill the world with smiles, and I'm like, well, smiles ruin your face. It's gonna give you jowls and lines. They taught you to smiling in nature shows aggression. So they teach you to smile. They taught you how to. It's like a prank. Right? It's like you don't really get how much I don't trust or like people until you understand I don't even like smiling. I think God's about genital mutilation. Smiling is about ruining your face. The real government wants to be the highest, and they won't do any work. The real government wants you to suffer, and you'll have to do all the work. So it's really like super shitty. And until you realize I think that way, you don't really get like how much I don't trust or like people. I see them as irredeemable, like monsters. So I didn't make it that way. Maybe in a past life I had. Maybe in a past life I was the bad king who like morphed everyone to be my slaves, right? But and then the karma would be getting born as a slave in a similar situation. It has to be common for societies like mating rights, cultural mating rights, right? The poor boys get cut. If you're dumb enough to walk into a free church, you're going to walk out. It's like, it's not free. There's no such thing as free. It's a warning. There's no such thing as free. They're giving you some free shit. There's a hook. There's a hook. They don't do shit for free. They want something, right? They're gonna take something from you. And if they hit it right, you'll never see it coming. You know, you're just like, it's going to be an ambush. So what do I think about Kash Patel taking down the sports betting? The sports do a thing for the government, and they only took it down because it's like, look, we got rid of corruption. No, you're as corrupt as fuck, but you got rid of amateur, like, sideline corruption. You got rid of corruption that wasn't sponsored by you, but your corruption is still right in charge. So yeah. How is the pot review? The handle is a little weird. It says bendy handle that closes the lid. The lid made a vacuum. I let it boil till the fire was out. And then as it cooled, the lid was suctioned down and I had to pry it off with force. Yeah, the lid will be locked on until it boils, and then water will come down the sides. So it doesn't really put the fire out. Yeah. One big potato left. Douse it in the butter. Get all the seasoning on it. That'll be good. Yeah, my solar panel is almost maxed. I ran off one battery from Tuesday until Saturday, and it got down to like 2 bars. And so like really, really late yesterday, I put the solar panels up and it only got like an hour of exposure. And then this morning I put it up first thing. I don't leave it out because critters could chew the cable. They just don't know what it is, and the cable's vulnerable. I just don't want them to chew my fucking cable. Can you please design things that are chew-proof? Come on, we're talking about a solar panel for nature. You have to make that shit chew-proof. Anyway, yeah, and already it's like almost at 5 bars. So it's like 1 to 5. Yeah, it filled up just like last night to this morning. It filled up almost all the way. So I used it just for like a full week straight. I used the power, and now it's full almost in just a day. So yeah, solar is super efficient. So yeah, I'm thinking about other shower options. Solar shower bag, listen, water does not heat up quick. Water does not heat up quick. In the summer, yeah. Solar shower bag, genius. Right. I just basically have to get the ability to lug around a massive amount of water. One of those big containers. Lather up, soap on up all the way, rinse off. Yeah, you get yourself wet, and then you get your lathery rag, and then you get yourself soapy, and then you rinse it off. That's like efficient. But hey, it's that or spend $56 on a hotel. I mean, like, the hotel's nice because it's like lazy mode. Just turn on hot water and have hot water, order delivery. But it is like, I moved out to save $1,000 a month. And now I'm using hotels at the rate, if you include delivery, at about $300 a month. And so if I can cut out hotels entirely too, now I'm really saving money. It's all to get some land and a place to live. Yeah, a place to call my home. I was seeing some good land offers online. They were getting some good ones. There was a few that was like 40 acres for $3,000. I was like, what? But I'm like, how do I get internet out there? So yeah, that'd be the type of thing where I would love to drop off a Connex and like situate it with use an angle grinder and my own, angle grinder with my own, like cover the roof with solar panels, and then or maybe A-frame solar panels. Yeah. Get them like an A-frame, so it's like a little hut, and then lock her up, and then trek out to town to pick up shit and come back. Yeah, I got no problem marking my sites with bones. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to threaten anyone. I'm just letting you know I don't follow the law enough that I wouldn't hurt you if you took my stuff. If you fucked with my stuff, I would hurt you. Don't believe in God. Don't think the law cares that much. Yeah, I would do it if you fucked with my stuff. So, and that's a threat for the government. I ain't out there going, oh, well, they circumcised us, but God said forgive. No, I'm like, the animals will eat each other. I know what time it is. You've been raping kids, like, nothing could go wrong. Thanks, potatoes. Oh, there's butter. I don't know if you can see it. I don't want it to drip. See that pool of butter? I gotta do something with it. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna lay out some sunflower seeds on a log and cover it with butter, just cause. So I'll see you. Thanks for listening. Yeah, I love my little stove. I love my little stove. Little stove is awesome. Takes wood, costs nothing, boils water. Fill it with pine cones. The only problem is if there's ever a fire season, you gotta stop using it. So it's almost perfect. It's good for the winter. Yeah. And you want to get some charcoal lighter. Don't try to, if you try to light that shit by hand, oh man. It's like I used paper, I used thistles, I used all this stuff, and it's just like the wind was blowing it out. So charcoal lighter is grippy. Yeah. Charcoal lighter will get it cooked. So anyway, that was good. That was tasty. Happy with that. I'm full. I had a big pot of pasta this morning. I had the potatoes. Now, big pot of potatoes. And then, I don't know, tonight we're going to do rice. We'll try the rice. Oh, I'm just going to leave the butter in there for next time I cook. That's what I'm going to do. Sorry, critters. One of the benefits of being born a man. A lot of problems with being born a man, but not as many as being born an animal. And that's it. It's locked. Locked enough. So, pretty tasty. Pretty tasty. Got a little dirty. But yeah, anyway. This is going to be my home for the next... until the food runs out. Until the food and the water runs out. This will be my home. Yep. Anyway. I'll see you all. Thanks.